China's banned Bitcoin. Hello everybody and welcome back to Brian Loves Blockchain, where Brian talks about everything blockchain, hints, tips and tricks, and media news articles. Don't know where else there's news articles other than media. And on this channel we talk in a way that's straightforward, concise and down to earth, because I believe blockchain should be. So China's banned Bitcoin for the millionth time with the constant banning of the Bitcoin. All right, China, we get it. You're banning Bitcoin. But this time it's different, and agreed. It is different this time because they're going after the miners. They're the people who process the transactions of the Bitcoin. And most of them are located in China. Now, this is slightly dodgy for one thing, which is price, and slightly amazing for everything else, by the way. So before you start freaking out, stay tuned to this video and find out why. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Now, the reason this is tricky for Bitcoin is obviously reflected in the price. So basically these Chinese miners, I don't know if they're Chinese, they're just miners in China, are going to move out. They're moving their mining rigs, their mining farms. And this is obviously reflected in the price, and nobody really gets that. They're just freaking out and trying to sell. But obviously as you turn off these machines and move them, the hash rate falls. It's just how fast Bitcoin can process its transactions. And so if you turn off these machines that process the transactions, obviously that hash rate goes down. And if that hash rate goes down, everyone starts freaking out and they sell their Bitcoin. Now, as well, people see this as a sign that it's not doing so well. So also to move these machines is a huge thing. These things are like Bitcoin mining farms. They're quite large. And in order to move them to a different country, you're going to need a lot of money. And so these Bitcoin miners are selling off a lot of their Bitcoin to fund these moves. And they're also, of course, having to pay back a lot of investors that are just trying to get out of this whole investment because they think it's all over and it's doom and gloom. And they want their money back. And so the Bitcoin miners have to pay them too. Now, this is obviously reflected in the price as all this Bitcoin swarms onto the market. But this is just temporary, by the way, because these Bitcoin farms are moving to places I prefer them to be in, actually, which is in the West. Not bagging China out, but you know, they are trying to take over the world. And I don't really want them in charge of Bitcoin. They can stay and be in charge of supply chain to deliver shit to my door. I don't mind about that. But I don't want them in charge of Bitcoin. And over 60% of the Bitcoin is mined there, so that's not going to be the case anymore. Stupid move by them, but hey, they want their own digital currency. That's another video, I'm not going to talk about it. And they don't want Bitcoin competing with that. Good for them. They're just going to make another stupid currency that's digital, and it's still going to be fiat, so whatever. But all of this will change quite rapidly because China won't be in charge of Bitcoin anymore. It's going to go to the West. It's going to Texas as we speak now, and it's also going to Kazakhstan. So good on for Borat. He's going to possibly be in charge of a Bitcoin mining farm there. And this is good. This is good for the price. This is good for China not having control over what we want to do with our money. So the Bitcoin farming is now going to be spread more around the globe, which is very positive for everybody. It's like diversifying an investment. And actually, what you're going to see quite soon is the price skyrocketing. Yes, as these Bitcoin mining machines are moved, the price is going to drop. And as they get implemented into these new countries, the price is going to skyrocket again. Now, remember what I always say. The money is made at the bottom of the market, not at the top. Yes, you sell off at the top and yeah, you get converted into paper money and you buy a house and a motorbike and a jet ski or something like that. And so it looks like you've made the money there, but actually the money is made at the bottom. When everyone else is freaking out, the candles are red and falling off a cliff, and Sylvester Stallone is trying to hang on to his missus and she just falls down to her death. Then yeah, it looks like it's all terrible, but that's when you make the money. That's when you hold on and you look and you understand this whole ecosystem, and you're like, it's fine. It's just another bump on the road. Anyone who's been in the space this long realizes it's just another bump on the road. I am not worried. I'm never going to be worried. I'm never going to be worried unless PayPal, MasterCard, all the major American banks, all the Indian banks, all the Japanese banks go, yeah, sorry, we kind of messed up there. Don't want to do Bitcoin anymore. gonna have to pull all those services from it, but they haven't. And if you look online on the on-chain metrics, they're buying it up anyway, and so are all the billionaires. There's videos out there that are 20, 40 minutes long with people with charts and stuff like that, but I like to keep things simple here, like I said before. So I'll just pass that information on to you. Nobody's removing support for Bitcoin apart from China, and that's a good thing. So I'm not worried. You shouldn't be either. Not financial advice. This is just what I do. This is what I do for me. I just copy what all the big guys do, and they don't seem to be worried. So I hope that clears up for you why the market's falling apart and gives you some perspective of what you need to do. I'm actually buying and dollar cost averaging into this as much as before, and I will continue to do it as the market rises. But dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin and Ethereum at these low prices is the smart move for me right now. I hope that clears things up. I hope you're having a good time in your investments. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Really help me out in the algorithms. That'd be great. And I will see you in the next one.